What is good, y'all? Everyday Carry here, back with another video. If you are new here, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe for more daily, well, not daily, daily is on my Instagram, but everyday EDC related content. Check out my Instagram at everyday.carry_ for daily EDC related content. Again, if you are new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Today, pens. Pens is what I want to talk about. I have carried and used every single one of these pens. And I love pens. Pens are great. My first ever higher end non-Bic plastic throwaway pen was the Fisher Space Pen Bullet. This is what I really was carrying when I first got into EDC. And as a size comparison, I'm going to be using my QSP Penguin. So there it is in relation to the QSP Penguin. Fisher Space Pen Bullet full size is right around 5¼ inches. Opened, closed. Is 3¾ inches. Let's get this out of the way. What really attracted me to the Fisher Space Pen Bullet is readily available. You can order it on Amazon, but the compact size is initially what drew me to this pen. But I quickly found out that the refill inside here is the refill that I enjoy writing with the most. To take it apart, you just unscrew the handle here. But the Fisher Space Pen refill, it's pressurized, so you can write with it upside down, underwater. If you can find the space to write, this will write. And I find that it writes incredibly smooth, and especially being so compact, this is literally, it's sat in my 5th pocket. It's pocketable there. And yeah, this is kind of what started it all for me as far as pens. And then from there, I was in Sportsman's Warehouse and picked up the Ride in the Rain Polka pen. And the same idea as the Fisher Space Pen. Super compact when it's closed, but when it's open, you have a full-size pen. And I didn't love this one as much as the Bullet because there is not a lot of weight to it. It does disappear in the pocket, I will say that. It is incredibly light, but I like a little bit of weight behind my pen, and this one just didn't do it. It is inexpensive. I believe these run around 25, 26 bucks. And for a pack of 2 of these, I want to say, don't quote me on this, I don't have the prices readily available. I will link all of these pens down below, but I believe this was 15, 16 bucks for 2. And again, good pen, good refill, but as far as EDC goes, it just was too light, not enough weight to it. So then, with that said, I moved to this. It is a twist, and this pen, I want to say cheap Amazon aluminum body pen with a glass breaker, decently deep carry clip with pretty good retention. I wanted something just a little bit more substantial than the smaller size. I wanted to explore the options of different size pens that were out there. And honestly, I thought this was going to be smaller when I picked it up. This monster of a pen comes in at 6 inches. That, compared to the QSP Penguin, is a pretty substantial pen. And what I carried this for probably about 2 weeks, and what I didn't like is when it's sitting in the pocket, this tip had a tendency to dig right above the waistline of my jeans, right into my waist, and super uncomfortable. Does this come off? Actually kind of tossed this in my side pouch. It does come out. And there's some I don't know what's in there. But you can remove the pocket clip, something I didn't know until just now. Pocket clip is removable. But that was my only, really my only complaint about this pen was this glass breaker on the end. Wish it wasn't there, it is. But as far as weight goes, it has, again, aluminum body, so it is pretty weighty. And the twist, I don't love the twist. For me, it just wasn't convenient to, I mean, you could do it one-handed, but for me, these all are two-handed pens. You kind of just have to use two hands to use them. It's not always convenient when you don't have two hands available. So this one, again, I carried for about 2 weeks and it just didn't do it for me. The next one I got was the Zebra X.701. And this is Zebra's take on the Fisher Space Pen refill. It is, I don't know, I actually haven't taken this apart, so I am, okay, so that just comes out. But I'm pretty sure, so this cartridge sits and fits snug. If I can see it, you can kind of see it in there. There's a little rubber back plate that this cartridge slides right into, and it creates sort of a pressurized refill, but it just doesn't do as good of a job as the Fisher refills do, because I've had problems with this one leaking. It is a nice pen. The body's plastic. I thought it might have been metal or some type of aluminum. It's not, it's plastic, but it's really comfortable. It's about the size pen that I enjoy to carry. Again, I love the bullet, but it's a little too thin. Again, the weight was good because it's a stainless steel body, but the actually writing with it, it's a little too thin than what I prefer to write with. And so this one didn't really do it. Again, with the leaking and everything, not my favorite. So then we have the original Space Pen, the Click. Haven't used it in a while, so it's pretty sticky, really sticky. Right there, what is it catching on? Okay, it was just stuck. This used to be my preferred pen. Again, Fisher Space Pen refill, my favorite refill. Steel body, decent pocket clip, and it is black, which I like. I got this one, couldn't find myself to replace it. I didn't want to spend another 26, 27, 28 bucks to get the coated version or the brass, copper, whatever, because those are more expensive. Those are upwards of $30. But I had the chromed out bullet and was in, I want to say REI, a long time ago. And they had this. So I picked it up and instantly this became my absolute favorite pen. Again, this is the Fisher Space Pen, the original one, the first one. And it's been great. I loved it. Until I found this. And this is the Bastion aluminum bolt action pen. Now, I don't know what these come standard with. Let me find out. Is just a pretty standard, typical pen refill. But what I love about this is I believe that this takes the Fisher Space Pen Parker style refills, and that is absolutely game changing. The pocket clip on this is pretty perfect. I wish it was a little more deep, but that being said, the pocket clip works phenomenally. If you've seen any of my other videos, my first video I did mention this. My last video also mentioned this. This has been the pen I've been carrying this for about the last month, and it has not left my pocket once. I absolutely Love this pen. Mike over at Bastion sent this over for me to take a look at and review. Coming in at just about 5¼ inches compared to the QSP Penguin. It is on the bigger side, I'm not gonna lie, but it is on the bigger side in every single way that you want it to be. This is where I started, and this is where I'm at. I don't see myself really ever putting this pen down. You can fidget with it. It is insanely comfortable to write with. Again, this kind of has the perfect balance of weight to thickness in the barrel pretty perfectly. And for that reason, this has been my, I don't want to say perfect EDC pen because I don't want to give that title to this quite yet, because there's tons of stuff that I haven't tried. Tactile Turn, Big Idea Design, all those bigger companies, I have yet to try those. But from the ones that I've tried, this has been my perfect EDC pen. Fits in all of my pocket organizers, fits in my field notes cover that I've mentioned in my first video and my last video. The last video being the video I posted before this. This thing works, and it works incredibly well. Again, Mike, thank you for sending this my way. But even though this was sent to me, it doesn't factor in to how good this thing is. I'm not being paid to say this thing is good. I'm not being told that I need to say positive things about this. I just am, because it is just that good. Again, this is the Bastion aluminum body bolt action pen. And I cannot recommend this thing enough. For 50 bucks, you're getting really, really smooth bolt action, a refill that a lot of you, some of you may not agree with my preference on refills, but that's why these types of pens take different types of refills. So you can have your preference while still having an amazing pen. You can pick and choose exactly the type of writing experience you want while still having the form factor of a high quality, high grade pen that you're gonna love to use. And this I have absolutely loved to use. It has not left my pocket, it has not left my hand, because you can just do this all day and everybody will hate you, but that's okay because you have a fantastic pen to use. So, with all that being said, if you don't carry a pen, you should. You may not see why you would need to carry a pen, why you would want to carry a pen. I was the same way until I started carrying a pen, and I have wondered how I got this far into life without carrying a pen. Again, I may not use it every day. I tend to. That's just with work and being, on social media, creating content. I write a lot. So I tend to use it every day. You may not, but the times that you are going to need it, it will be there. When you're at a restaurant, when you need to leave a phone number, when you need to leave a note or a message, carry a pen. And while you're at it, carry a notebook. It doesn't have to be this full-size sheet of paper size notebook. You can carry a field notes, and my field notes do exactly what I need it for. And that's to jot down small ideas here and there, to tear off a small piece of paper to give to somebody that, I need to write down some contact information. I don't have my phone handy. There are countless uses for it, and you really don't see those uses until you start carrying it. Again, if you've seen any of my pocket dumps, you've seen my EDC, you know that I carry a lot of stuff, but I use it. I find a use for everything that I carry. I don't just carry stuff to carry it, I carry it to use it. Pens included. This has been probably my favorite item in my EDC is my pen. this one specifically because it is just so smooth, it's so nice, and it just works. It runs, and I have zero issues with this pen whatsoever. If you're in the market for an EDC pen or pens in general, I will link every pen you see here. I will leave a link for it in the description, as well as, you know, I'll leave a link to what I carry every day. If you're interested in that, I have links to everything in the description. Check out my Instagram for more content. Again, my Instagram is @everyday.carry_. And until next time, carry on. Peace.